and perhaps try to see where he fits.
Beyond the talent, Ryan, I want to see how much effort he gives. How much does he want it? You can have all the skills in the world, but when we tip it off, you're facing off with the best in the world. So you have to play with some fire.
And, you know, there's always something fun about checking out a new player on a new team. You know, what's the fit? How does he evolve within the system? There's just so many things to look at.
Never a dull moment. Remember, more than any other team sport, the NBA is a league where just one player can make a massive difference, from the franchise player down to the bench and the 6th and 7th and 8th man.
And it's so exciting for the player as well. Until you play in games. I know you can hone your skills in practice, but fans really only care about the results in games.
Yeah, you got to know this. This is where Paul loves to score. Confident from medium range.
High player outside. Good on the triple.
They can't forget about him like that. He's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside. Pass to Bridges. Hall to the middle. Crowder. Great pass to set up the land.
And when you're open, Paul will find you in a second's notice. That's one thing that makes him so special.
Outside to Rosen. Back to my player. And my player throws it down.
You've got to be kidding me. Point guard, power slam.
Well, he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Shoot, dish, and jam.
Yeah, you're going to see him torch the defense in all kinds of ways every time he takes the floor.
Now here is Crowder. Drains the three-pointer.
Gotta appreciate how assured Paul is. He takes pride in torching the defense on the catch and shoot.
My player with it. Covered by Paul. Outside to Rosen. Shoots over Bridges. And again, it's Chicago converting.
They're off and running. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Booker outside. Hall. Over Vucevic. Ayton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A quality rebounder. It's Ayton's timing that allows him to control board after board.
DeRozan, guarded by Bridges. The 3 ball. They get it back. Here's Vucevic. That one drops for him.
So smart on the offensive glass. Vucevic just has a 6th sense for tracking misses and keeping plays alive.
Inside. A marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Now here's my player. 7 points in the game. DeRozan, guarded by Bridges. To the left side wing. My player outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Down low. Crowder. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a play in attack mode and get inside.
And the deep.
Substitution for the Suns.
Bridges, defended by Levine. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws.
Love how active Booker is on the offensive end. Terrific at getting the defense to hit him on the way up.
And good on the second, so he makes both. The Bulls trail. Well, let's imagine you're a point guard and you're going to gear up to play alongside DeMar DeRozan. What skill set would you like to have?
Well, despite DeRozan's improved passing game, he's still primarily a scorer. So I wouldn't expect him to dabble too much into what a point guard does. But I know he would expect a lot of leadership and basketball IQ from him.
Plus, DeRozan's a guy who plays aggressive, and he's no stranger to attacking the rim. That style of play can really put pressure on a defense and allow a point guard to operate more loosely.
Now Booker. Pass to. That's tipped. From the stripe. Ayton, no good.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
He'll be the first to tell you that's one he should have buried.
And we'll be the second to tell you that's one he should have buried.
And here's my player outside. Chicago, no good that time. The Suns leading. Now Bridges. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
Just living inside. Ayton with 2 more in the paint.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. My player outside. Ball with it. Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
He's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
All outside. Pass to Bridges. Booker. Clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short.
You have to assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was right there.
Well, guys, imagine that you're a point guard and you're playing with Nikola Vucevic. How would that be?
Well, Vucevic is versatile, Blake, and he gives you a lot of different looks offensively. He can operate from the three-point line, the mid-range area, or down low. So as a point guard, I'm keeping my eyes on him.
100%, Brian. If you're running the offense, you want guys around you that can score in different ways. You know, his skill set helps you stay unpredictable. And as a point guard, that's key.
My player inside, guarded by Bridges. Levine outside.
The first half. 2 minutes.
High post Vucevic. Ball. The three-pointer, no good. Booker on the wing. Ball defending. Outside. Up top 8. Started by Johnson. Pass to Saric. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A nice tip in to salvage the points for the missed shots.
And those second chance points they do add up.
Yeah, and that can be the difference between winning and losing.
Exactly, and if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that. That's why Tim's coaches always yelled at him.
Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Devin Booker. Shoots from 14. That one a little long. My player, high post. He's got 9. And that's a foul called on him. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
That's showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking his nose in there, and making a play.
That's a big play, big momentum.
So that brings the first half to a close. Suns ahead, up 11. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And here at the halfway point, how would you evaluate my player's game this far?
Definitely been a contributor for his team. So far, I would say a solid performance.
Yeah, if you want to be critical, you could talk about some of the areas that maybe need improvement. But the positives for him, I think it shows some definite potential.
And taking a look at the Bulls, is there an ideal kind of player for this system?
Well, someone that plays hard, Blake, that's for sure. Chicago is a team that's rebuilding right now, and anytime you're doing that, you want guys that can play both sides of the ball.
And defensively, Brian, they could also use a lot of help. They've made a few strides in recent years, but they're still not where they'd like to be as a unit.
To the paint, and stolen by Crowder. Pass to Booker. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now Levine. Now Johnson. To the inside. Hopkins. And my player throws it down.
And that's how you need a way to lead. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Yeah, not all 2 points are the same. Not when they look like that.
Those were 2 pretty points.
Yeah, those were huge, and there's just a craftiness to his game. He can distribute or he can attack the basket like we just saw right there.
Down low, Johnson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for the Bulls.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. To the paint. Crowder's shot is good.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
And Nikola Vucevic gets double teamed. Ayton with the board.
And they're not dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
They've separated themselves in a number of categories. Rebounds just one more. Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
Here's Johnson. Misses the layup.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Ball outside. To the middle. And that one's good. 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Johnson, Crowder defending. And again, it's the Bulls missing.
And offensively, 1 for 5. A slow start here in the second half.
Excellent D there from Johnson.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's DeMar DeRozan with the jam.
That's one of the biggest fears when playing this team, and that's the prospect of DeRozan running the floor and killing you on the break.
Booker outside. Pass and dunks it in.
The elite athleticism on full display. Ayton cleans up the glass with a little thunder.
And now a timeout called by Chicago.
He saw too many easy buckets coming from inside. Wanted to put a stop.
Substitution
His
for the
second
Suns.
attempt at the line tonight.
At the line for the Bulls, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, back in 2017, Zach LaVine tore his ACL and ended a promising season with Minnesota. That offseason, while rehabbing, LaVine was traded to the Bulls, part of that Jimmy Butler deal. Both events he's really used to fuel his career. He's used both events to be positive.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Suns ahead, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Slice the D wide open with this feed. They really had no chance to prevent this basket.
Yeah, it was a great read of the defensive setup and also wonderful anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass.
Getting ready for the final period, let's look at what got us here, starting with my player's performance.
Yeah, honestly, he's had little to no impact tonight. The team may not know exactly how they want to use him, and I think it shows.
Well, this is why I want to see more of him. I can't necessarily judge him by tonight's effort, but I will be curious to see what he does here in this fourth quarter.
Yep, count it. Here's Phoenix now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Payne, defended by Levine. On the wing, Bridges. Another three for Phoenix.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead of that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Pass to Levine. Phoenix grabs the miss.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's Payne. Off target from three-point range.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Pass to Caruso. DeRozan. Here's my player. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money, but it's a team game.
Booker with it. Inside. Payne. And that one good.
And the defense has to respect Devin Booker's passing ability. He is fantastic at finding his guys in their spots.
Now here's my player. Tight defense on him. That one is off. Here's Payne. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they might not be in front.
Pass to DeRozan. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. So it's Phoenix now. They lead by 20, and that's the most we've seen. On the wing, my player. Guarded by Bridges, and they pick up two.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Here's Payne, covered by my player. Phoenix calls timeout.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now it's the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
Substitution for the Suns.
Around 3 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ayton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Devin Booker.
Like all great scoring centers, Ayton absorbs the defender and completes it.
Levine with it. Booker covering. Oh, and the dunk by Zach Levine.
Explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Levine's won multiple dunk contests.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Zach Levine.
Here's Paul. And that's a foul called on my player.
My player.
That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone in the fourth. Booker outside. Back to Paul. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Boasting a beautiful combination of vision and playmaking ability. Booker's special with the ball in his hands.
High player outside. Levine with it. Ayton on him. And the basket is good.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he'll go to the floater and that kind of offensive creativity.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Ayton.
2 minutes.
That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Back to my player. And it's blocked by Ayton.
An outstanding shot blocker. Ayton understands when to leave his feet.
And he gets it to go.
He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be.
The shot's good.
You can just see DeRozan's eyes light up when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he is a knockdown threat from there.
Here's Paul, and there are the Suns with another bucket.
He's got so many tricks in his bag, he will find a way to hurt you.
Pass to DeRozan. And out of bounds, the Suns will take it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Phoenix has possession. And that's a foul called on my player. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
You gotta have a cooler head than that.
Yeah, that was clearly just a frustration foul. He needs to take a few deep breaths.
Pass to Payton. Now Shamet. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. My player outside. Bradley with it. My player. Here is Brown. Back to my player. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. And he misses it off the right side of the rim. Payton with it. And so it's the Suns winning this one easily.
Tim, I don't know about you, but I thought my player was just okay tonight. He can certainly play better, but by no means is he the reason the team lost. But at the same time, he definitely didn't help them.
Gets released from the simplest of inhales. It's sealed from all the chanting like he holding up. Celebrating, I already know it is still. He stay face, no breaks. I'm just peeping the rear, and I've been living out of love. They living in their fear.